Good evening everyone and welcome back to another match here on WWE 2K24. We are still in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view and this is another chamber. And this one is not about a championship, this one is all about ranking points. These 6 ladies are all pretty low in the rankings compared to where I believe they should be. And today is an opportunity for 1 or 2 or 3 of them to shine and get some points and move themselves up into a much better position. We have got Mandy Rose, we've got B. Priestley / Blair Davenport, is it now? Yep. We have got Julia Hart, we've got Toni Storm, the Timeless One, Xia Li, and Liv Morgan. Of course, Xia Li has been released by WWE in the last couple of weeks, so opportunity to show what she can do. And of course, it's not going to be great for her moving forward, so I don't think she's going to be a priority core for anyone unless she moves to a decent company. As Toni Storm starting things off against Julia Hart. The 2 AEW stars are the ones that get the call to start off. Women seem to make a lot more noises than the men do in this game. I feel there's an issue with the core as well on Toni Storm. There appears to be weird white tape on her legs that I'm not sure should be there. I don't know, I might be wrong. It feels like she should be wearing socks or something like that, and it looks a bit weird, that core, to be honest. Maybe there's a new version. Who knows? There are many, many core problems, as we know, which is why a lot of the core creators have stopped making stuff until 2K fix these issues. But yeah, this one is all about the ranking points. All these ladies are ranked lower than I think they should be. As this is going to be the entrance of Blair Davenport / B. Priestley. As she goes straight after Julia Hart. And straight into an early pin. Not quite going to be enough. Toni Storm now with the elbow in the back. Sending B straight into the post. Toni Storm now with the elbows into the gut. As Blair Davenport spins Julia Hart around. Julia had a struggle in this match so far. It's not been the best of times for her. The countdown time begins again. We're about to welcome number 4 into this match. It's gonna be Xia Li's in top left. I don't know who's in these other ones. It is top left. And Xia Li. It's Mandy Rose in the bottom left. And that must mean it is Liv Morgan in the bottom right. As Blair now raining down the big clotheslines on Toni Storm. Who's having a great time now, isn't she, really? This timeless gimmick has come out of nowhere, and it really has done her well. And almost getting the elimination there on Xia Li pretty early on. I mean, there was a lot of surprise when Xia Li was eliminated, I must admit. Eliminated, or released, should I say. Storm 0 there by Toni Storm on Xia Li. That could be an elimination before number 5 even enters the match. No, it's not. Okay. I must admit, I don't know a ton about Xia Li. I've not really watched her wrestle that much, so you might have to let me know in the comment section down below if it was unjustified, but in comes Mandy Rose, released because she got a bit too raunchy online, should we say. Pin now by Mandy Rose and Xia Li, trying to sneak in and steal the elimination. Toni Storm's done a lot of hard work for that already. So I'm drinking beer. Toni Storm suplex into the corner. And Xia Li has really struggled since entering this match. I haven't seen much offense at all. Now getting an opportunity here against Mandy Rose. As we're about to see Liv Morgan enter the match. Only a 2 count. As here comes Liv Morgan. Blair Davenport with a German suplex on Julia Hart. Julia now rolling through Blair. Toni Storm trying to eliminate Liv Morgan early on, but Liv fights back. She lives to fight another day. There's the pin now by Mandy Rose and Xia Li once again. It seems a matter of time before someone eliminates Xia Li at this point. Mandy Rose sent into the corner. Julia Hart now in control, sending Blair Davenport into the corner. Lovely takedown. Oh, look at that kick by Xia Li. Taking down Liv Morgan. Only a 2 count. Lovely strike in the face there by Mandy Rose. Now the pin on Toni Storm. Only a 1 count. Xia Li with the pin once again on Liv Morgan. Only a 1 count. There's the split splash by Toni Storm on Blair Davenport. So no eliminations yet, but like I said, all these ladies really feel they should be a lot higher up the rankings than they currently are. We do have another one later in the Ease of the Day for the men as well. We've got Shawn Michaels, Kevin Owens, Christian Cage, Rey Mysterio, Kevin Nash and Vader. All those guys very low in the rankings. Lovely there by Toni Storm. Blair Davenport now with a Falcon Arrow on Julia Hart. What Toni's doing here, just dragging Mandy Rose around the ring. Pin here by Davenport on Julia Hart. Still only a 2 count. There's a lot of damage being done around here, but no one's fully taken advantage yet. Nice backbreaker. What on earth was that? Was that a mist? It sounded like mist, but I didn't see it. Still only a 2 count. Russian leg sweep there. Xia Li taking down Toni Storm. Xia Li with a pin on Blair Davenport. Not enough. No eliminations yet. It's been a hotly contested match so far. Xia Li, lovely suplex to the outside. Why is that moving? That was a cut there. Sorry, my curtains just started moving everywhere. Pin now by Toni Storm on Mandy Rose. Only a 1 count. Julia gets launched over the top of the head. No elimination so far at all. As Toni Storm going after the ankle lock now on Mandy Rose. It's not enough. I'm shocked there's not a single elimination yet. As now Toni going after Xia Li. Going to deadlift her up into a German. Pinned by Liv now. On Mandy Rose, not enough. Snap suplex by Toni Storm on Xia Li. And Liv now on the far side, slamming Mandy Rose into the knees. And Blair Davenport tries to steal the pin. She got it. She knows how important the ranking points are in this one. And Blair Davenport steals in for the elimination against Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is going to move down to -3. And Blair Davenport with the extra point moves up to a 0. Xia Li now pinning Liv Morgan, not to be. Julia Hart still here. She had a difficult match so far, Julia Hart, but she still survives. In with a standing moonsault now on Liv Morgan. Toni Storm with the elbows and the gut of B. Priestley. Or Blair Davenport, if you will. Julia now with a scoop slam and the pin on Liv Morgan. Still only a 2. A knee in the face there by Blair Davenport on Toni Storm. Wow. Only a 2 count. Toni able to break free. Liv Morgan, big takedown there on Zia Lee. There's the pin again. 1, 2. No, still only a 2 count. Blair with a drop kick on the outside on Toni Storm. Now taking Storm up into a Falcon Arrow on the outside. Onto the barely covered steel. But doesn't go for a pin. Re-enters the ring. Okay. I think she's just doing damage to everyone. I think Blair's the only one here who's really thinking about the ranking points. She stole the pin earlier from Liv Morgan. Liv was happy just to get rid of someone, I suppose. But Blair was smart knowing the ranking point was there for the elimination. Zia Lee now with a pin on Davenport. Only a 2 count. Toni Storm again getting thrown out. Storm has started off strong, but she's having a bit of a shocker recently. She's just getting launched all over the place. Toni Storm again re-enters the ring. As Zia Lee now in with a neck break on Julia Hart. Julia ducks the kick. And Julia with a miss. That's who it is. And a big boot in the face as well. That makes sense, actually, Julia with a miss. Julia Hart with a miss and the boot in the face. And that's enough for Julia to eliminate Zia Lee. Zia Lee moves down to a -3 in the rankings. And Julia Hart, with that point, moves up to a +1. Toni Storm now with a pin on B. Priestley. And that again is elimination. Toni Storm moves up to a 0 in the rankings. And Blair Davenport is going to move back down to a -1. And then there were 3 in this match. Liv Morgan, Julia Hart and Toni Storm. Lovely half and half suplex there by Julia on Toni Storm. Julia also going off the back of the head of Liv Morgan as well. Big knee drop into the face. As Julia now just slammed into the pod. Toni Storm looking to work over Liv Morgan. Julia now gets the elbow in the face and Liv dived over the top. I think missed them both. Julia Hart now trying to take control of Liv again. All 3 of these ladies know how important these final ranking points are. There's the pin. And no, not quite enough. Toni Storm sending Liv into the corner. Julia Hart comes around the back of Toni Storm. TBS champion versus... Well, it's not anymore, is it? That's a TBS champion versus AEW champion, but it's not the case, is it really? Slap in the face there by Julia Hart. Now choking the grounded Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan plays the organ and she plays it rather canny. And her sister's got a blister in the middle of her face. There's the pin now by Julia Hart. Not enough, only a 2 count. Pinned now by Toni Storm and Julia. And Toni Storm gets a second elimination. Julia Hart is gone from the match. And she goes back down to a 0. That's only her second match in SWE though, in fairness. Toni Storm moves up to a +1. She started the match on a -1, now on a plus. But Liv Morgan, what a move that was. Absolutely brutal, straight into the pin for the 1, 2, and the 3. Liv Morgan gets it. Toni Storm moves back down to a 0, but that is +1 to where she started. And Liv Morgan was on a -2. She's now going to be on 0 overall. So I think a few people have moved up here. Liv Morgan, Toni Storm, Julia Hart have all plussed themselves a point. But it wasn't the best of days, was it, for Vazia Lee? Blair Davenport's done okay as well, I think. There's still a long way to go for all these ladies, to be honest. But Liv Morgan has got herself to +2 and moves up to a 0, which is a big improvement for her. Sort of move her up about 50 odd places in the ranking system. There we go. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, like and subscribe. They're good stuff, and I'll see you a bit later. And we do the same thing for the men's division. Shawn Michaels, Kevin Owens, Christian Cage, Rey Mysterio, Kevin Nash, and Big Van Vader all tackle each other for the opportunity of 6 ranking points. Good night.